joining me today. Here, I had already applied my stiletto nails, which is what we're going to be doing today. I want to do something kind of Valentine vibes. You guys let me know in the chat what you guys would like to see. I am going to start by showing you the products that I'm going to be using today. So, for my cover color, which is going to be my application for all of my nails, I'm going to be using Dynamics Acrylic, and this one is in the color 180. This is a very beautiful color. By the way, this brand is very, very affordable. So, yes, I absolutely love it. And then I'm going to use Mystic Acrylics, and this one is in the color Smexy Ice Dagger, and it glows. But I'm only going to use this color to do a 3D flower because most of you guys know that I love working with my 3D flower application. I continue to practice it and I love it. So I'm also going to be using this double rhythm, and this is in the color MC 1078, which means it's a cat eye. It's a beautiful, gorgeous cat eye. Look, absolutely beautiful. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. Let me know in the comments um, what you would like to see, and we'll take it from there. If you have any questions regarding application, please do let me know. Um, I am more than happy to explain what I'm doing. I was thinking of using this brush. I'm currently in the process of um, finding a good acrylic brush that is under $20. And I found this brush. This is going to be the second time I use it. So let's see how it works. I also purchased another one, which should be arriving today. This is from this brand. I don't know if any of you have used this brand before. Hi, Sugar. Thank you so much for joining. And as you can see, this is a number 14. So again, if you guys have any questions regarding the application, you are more than welcome to ask. I already have the chat on my tablet so that I can see if any of you guys have a question regarding the application. So I'm just going to get started. Again, it's going to be something simple. I'm just going to do my entire application. Acrylic application is going to be this core color, and it's very beautiful. So I'm going to start with the pointer finger. And again, this is an acrylic that is very, very affordable. I'm not used to using such a big brush, but I decided that I wanted to see how it went using a bigger brush. Um, and what I like about this acrylic is that it gives you time to work with it. I think it's very good for a beginner. It's very beginner friendly, this acrylic, and it's pretty affordable. I do purchase my cover colors. However, my regular colors, I make them myself um, because that's how I save a little bit of money. So I do have a story to share with you guys today. Um, and it's actually quite funny. I took my daughter shopping today. She wanted to have a shopping experience with her friend. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll take you guys shopping. And I have to buy some things for myself. So I might as well take you. Oh my God. I was not expecting everything that happened. And I understand why when I was her age, I was just dropped off at the mall and be like, okay, I'll see you later. I, oh my God, I was so exhausted by the time we finished. And I didn't even get to shop for myself. So, yeah, that was a fun experience. So, for my cuticle bead, obviously it's going to be a smaller bead. I'm going to apply it close to the cuticle area. I'm going to push that acrylic a little bit closer. And with the tip of my brush, I'm going to make sure to kind of seal that application with the brush. I'm still getting used to this brush, you guys. Like I said, this is the second time I use it. But, I mean, I can't really complain. And for less than $20, I think it's a pretty good brush. So, regarding the application, obviously this nail, because it's so long, it definitely needs more strength. Um, Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. So I'm going to place this bead right up here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend this acrylic upwards, because that's where it needs the most strength. I am planning on wearing this set to work. People at work, they love seeing my nails, so I actually miss wearing my sets to work. I am wearing a peel off method so that when it's time for me to pop this set off, it's easier for me to pop them off. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, this is just going to be a really relaxing moment, because I love creating content for everyone. And if anyone has any questions regarding application, I hope that this live is very helpful for you guys. So I wait until the bead polymerizes and then I apply the bead to the nail. I clean my brush and then I start to pat the product until it reaches both side walls. I move the product towards the center of the nail because that's where we're concentrating. The product should always be in the center of the nail. Now I'm going to wipe my brush again, dip it in the monomer, clean the brush again, and go back and continue. Now, because these ones are stiletto and they are super sharp, whenever you're doing this application, you have to remember that you have to go back and forth on both sides to make sure you keep that shape. Okay, now I dip half the brush, pick up the second bead, place the bead, clean the brush. I'm going to push a little bit to make sure that the acrylic reaches both side walls, and then I pull it down very lightly. I'm not using too much pressure. That way the acrylic blends very easily. Again, now for the cuticle bead. Again, it's polymerized. I'm going to place my bead right up here. Move it towards the center. I'm going to push this bead upwards. And then I'm going to tug that acrylic right there at the cuticle. This is a very important step. This will help you with having no lifting, and then you blend the bead downwards. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I appreciate it very much. Now I need to put another bead to strengthen the length of the nail. So that's where I'm going to place that bead right here. And then I'm going to blend this bead upwards. And then I'm going to start to brush the bead, melting it into the acrylic that's already on the nail. Always remember, you guys, that the better your application, the less filing you have to do. So you're going to see um, that by the time I'm finished with the application, it's very little filing that I have to do. Wait until that bead polymerizes. Then I place the bead right up here. I'm going to move the product towards the center of the nail. I'm going to make sure that it reaches both side walls here on the top, and then I'm going to see how it's trying to leave the nail. I move it towards the center of the nail again. And now I'm going to continue to brush this acrylic downwards until it reaches the tip of the nail or the free edge. And because it's stiletto, I'm going to go side, side, center, side, side, center, side, 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 until it just reaches the very tip of it. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm going to pick up another bead. Wait until it polymerizes. Then I'm going to place that bead right up here. This is supposed to be my apex bead, but again, this brush, I'm testing it out, so I don't want to make I don't want to grab too much acrylic of the on this brush because I have to get used to it. This is a number 14. I purchased this brush off of Amazon. It was for less than $20. I'm literally testing the brush because I know finding a good brush is hard, and especially if you're looking for something affordable. Now, this is the bead that I'm going to use for my cuticle area. I'm going to move the acrylic to the center of the nail. I'm going to push it upwards, and then I'm going with the brush. I'm going to make sure that it reaches the cuticle area by pushing it and making sure that it's not flooding it. You can have, when you're doing this, the brush cannot be soaked in monomer because then you're going to have a mess. And then you start to blend the acrylic downwards. And you're going to see that that bead is going to melt. And if you have a mess, then you clean it. I'm going to do one more bead, but this one is going to be a little bit smaller just for support. And I'm going to place it right here because the nail is so long, it needs a little bit more structure. So I'm going to pull this acrylic upwards and then downwards. And like I said, the better your application, the less filing you have to do. It's best to have a little bit extra acrylic that you can file than not having enough, and then you risk that nail breaking. Excuse me. Again, this one, because the brush is so big, I'm just going to place it like this with my brush to the side I'm going to make sure it reaches both side walls. And then I'm going to start bringing that acrylic downwards. So I was thinking of doing like some um, designs for like Valentine's with that cat eye that I showed you guys earlier. And I figured this will be a simple set, something that a lot of people would like. Definitely needed more acrylic. But again, I'm just nervous because I'm not used to using this brush. So I'm going to place it again like this with the brush facing that way. Push that acrylic upwards, melting it there at the cuticle area. Sorry, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Brushing the sides and then brushing the acrylic downwards. Add a lot of acrylic down there. Now this nail, for example, needs more acrylic on the tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a smaller bead. I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure it reaches both side walls. I'm going to blend upwards to kind of melt that bead into the acrylic that's already there. And then I'm going to start brushing it downwards. And again, we're going to go side, side, center, side, side, center, side, side, center, side, 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 side until you get to the very tip. And if you feel like there's too much acrylic, you can always swipe in the other direction and then continue to bring it downwards. See? That way you don't have a lot of acrylic right there at the tip of the nail. Now the last nail is a thumb. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I absolutely love it. Texas, you're watching me from Texas. Where are you guys from? Please do tell me. The acrylic that I'm using, like I said, is from Dynamic. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this brush, because it's a number 14, it holds like a lot of monomer. I can do a live if you guys are new to acrylic. And if you want me to, I can kind of do, I was thinking about doing a live because let's face it, a lot of people do videos on acrylic application and, you know, it's hard when they're explaining it because you are definitely using most likely a different brush that they are, a different size. So everything, you know, plays a part in the application. So if you think that that will be helpful, let me know in the chat and I will definitely work on that. I can definitely make that happen for you guys. Because we're all here to enjoy a beautiful set of nails. Again, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to wait until it polymerizes. I'm going to place the bead right there in the center. I'm going to move that acrylic towards the center of the nail, and then I'm going to make sure it reaches both side walls. Once the acrylic is there, then I'm going to blend very lightly. This is you have to do it very lightly. You can't be too heavy-handed, because if you are, what you're going to do is you're going to remove all the acrylic that you're applying. It doesn't matter if you like to swipe the acrylic. Everything is pressure. If you put in too much pressure, instead of applying the acrylic, what you're doing is removing it. So this bead right here, I'm going to push that acrylic towards the cuticle area, making sure it reaches both side walls. I clean my brush. I'm going to tug that acrylic into that cuticle area without flooding the cuticle. And then go into the side walls. And then I'm going to blend that acrylic downwards. See? That way you have minimum mess. I'm going to place one more bead there, but it's not going to be too big. So like I said, when it comes to acrylic application, everything comes into play. Like everything is important. The type of brush that you're using, the size of the brush, the type of acrylic that you're using, the monomer that you're using. So that's why a lot of people get discouraged, because they think that they're doing something wrong. It's not that they're doing something wrong. It's that they need to get used to the type of acrylic that you guys are using, or the monomer. Especially if you guys are new for acrylic, it is very, very important that you get used to the products that you currently have. So that finishes the application on this nail. See? And we are done with the application. Very simple. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Candy. Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, Lamp. Lonian, hi. Oh, you're from Denmark. Welcome. Pennsylvania in the house. Hi. Thank you guys for sharing where you guys are from. Zambia. Ooh, oh my God. Hello. Hi, Mary Jane. Beautiful. How are you? Lee Bohan. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that like button. So I'm very excited. I have a question for you guys when it comes to, because I said that I was going to use, probably you guys weren't here for that, but I'm going to use this color, and this is from Double Rhythm, as you can see. And this is a beautiful cat eye. Absolutely beautiful color. It's like a royal blue. So what do you guys think I should use for rhinestones? Do you think opal, like white opal, will look pretty with this? Should I do blue? Because I have but it would be too much. Like, no, I need something different. Or just like diamond color rhinestones. Because it's a good time. A lot of people are free at this time. And, well, maybe from where you are, it's a different time. But here it's 3:56 in the afternoon. Candy says diamond rhinestones. Soraya says gold, I think she said. Oh, yellow. Diamond rhinestones. Diamantes. Hi, Litzy. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so you guys want the diamond color one? Thank you. And I have done nothing to them yet. I still have to shape these babies. which I'm gonna start doing right now. That is color MC 1078 from, let me put some support on this nail, from Double Rhythm. I actually purchased that one off of well, all of them from Amazon, but I purchased that one separately because the color is so mesmerizing and so beautiful. Wait until you guys see that color in action. Then you're going to really see how beautiful it is. So when I'm shaping, what I do is I go with the side walls first because for me, it's very important the shape. So what I do is I start shaping the side wall straight, and then I go under the nail like this because sometimes we get some acrylic down here, and then I shape a little bit here. And then I go back to the side wall again. To me, shape is very, very important. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to start with the side wall, and I'm just going to file straight. When it comes to stiletto, you have to make sure that pressure is very important, because if you put too much pressure on one side or the other, it's going to look wonky, or the tip is going to look a little bit too much towards one side than the other. And then I'm going to shape again on the underside of that nail. In case I had any spillage under the nail, this will take care of that. And then for the surface of the nail, I'm just going to go straight like this. And I'm not going to put too much pressure because there's not really a lot of lumps. So this is exactly why I said the better your application, the less filing you have to do. And I'm just going to go on the surface very lightly. And I have to do it lightly because if I don't, then this nail might end up popping off. Then here, I'm going to, on this surface part right here, I'm going to use the file and file kind of like in a moonlight type of way. Like I'm going to go like this and down. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This can easily be fixed with like the drill. I will use my drill, but not right now. I do majority of my shaping with the hand file. And as you can see, I'm moving my hand as I'm filing the nails. Now I'm done with that one, and we're going to go to the next one, which is this one. Same thing. Side walls, very important to file. I know this is the boring part of doing nails, but it's very important. Filing straight, 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 and then I'm going to go on the underside of the nail. And then I'm going to go to the other side. Supporting the nail with my finger on the other side. I'm going to shape straight. This color is number 180 from Dynamic. Hi, Valerie. Don't spam the chat, please. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to be doing some 3D flower and some bling application really, really soon. Again, on the surface is very lightly because I don't really have many bumps. Okay, clearly that person does not understand English. I don't mind if you guys have any questions regarding application or shaping or the design itself, but please do not spam the chat because I want other people to get the opportunity to say what they want to say, if they have any questions, or just interact with me. So you guys already told me where you guys are from. I'm from Connecticut, and we had a very rainy day here yesterday. I cannot wait for spring and, of course, summer. I do flowers on my nails all year round. I like to practice on my craft. And to me, doing flowers is very important because I love flowers. Again, I am shaping straight. Then I'm going to shape on the underside of the nail. Then I'm going to go in on the side walls, the surface. And then I'm going to go straight. I was thinking about doing a Bengal nail. What do you guys think? You have a hard time doing flowers? So I can definitely explain step by step because again, just like for regular acrylic application, when it comes to flowers, a lot of things are very, very important. The brush that you're using, the type of acrylic that you're using, the monomer that you're using, because that will determine whether you have to add acetone to the mix or not and how much. I do offer memberships for $4.99 a month. There's I don't know, maybe two 3D flower classes there, and I practice with my members step by step, and I kind of work with acetone and without it. And I explained, the girls showed me their work after we were finished, and I have to say I'm very proud of all of them. I even did a live just for people that obviously couldn't afford to be a member because I understand, these times are rough. And I remember I did a live. So if you look very carefully through my live playlist, you're going to find a live where I'm doing 3D flowers. And I also explain with details everything that I'm doing. Obviously, with the members live, I kind of took my time and it was a little bit more patiently explained. I would say that that would be the way to put that. Out of the gel polishes that you've tried, which one would you recommend the most? Well, first of all, before I recommend any brand, there's a lot of things that are very, very important. You should be very careful when it comes to gel. If you happen to be allergic, always pay attention because you might be allergic to a specific component within the gel, not necessarily gel. Um, because there's so many different types of gel nowadays. There's gel that has TPO, which became a big thing recently. There's gels that have no TPO. There's HEMA-free gels. There's regular gels. So my favorite brands are Madame Glam, which is this brand right here. I don't work with them anymore, but it has nothing to do with the product. It's just I wanted some time for myself. This brand is very, very good. Um, Something more affordable. I do like Born Pretty. The thing with Born Pretty is the size of the jars. As you can see, this one is a 10 ml. And if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to buy something that, I know I'll have gel polish for like a long time. Um, and a lot of the gel bottles are even smaller than that, like 7 mls. I mean, if you're doing nails only to yourself, it's okay. But I personally like bigger jars. So I don't work with this company at all. I started my collection with Double Rhythm. That's the name of the brand. These jars are very big. I think these ones are 15 mls. And I have quite a few collections of them. I like the consistency. I like the coverage. As you can see, I'm going to use one of them like today. Their polishes are very, very beautiful. So yeah, and it has nothing to do with me working with the brand because I have not worked with that brand, like with the company. I have worked with their products before, but not with the company itself. And that's a brand that you can find on Amazon. Um, Madame Glam, they have their own website. Um, Born Pretty, you can find Born Pretty on Amazon, and they also have their own website. But it's really more like personal preference. You know what I'm saying? Born Pretty, I like because I love cat eye gels, and they have a bunch of cat eye gels. Like, that is very important for me. Um, I just had to take a kind of a break on buying nail stuff because I have a lot of gels right now for, doing nails only on myself that I want to use. And until I use them, I'm not going to purchase anymore for like a little bit. But I have a video, actually two videos where I show um, how the double rhythm gels work. I'm going to show you the brush that I use for the application if you give me some time. I hope you're still here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be very, like, explain things the right way. So this is the brush that I use. Again, this is a brush that I'm testing out. And I purchased this brush from Amazon. It's less than $20. And as you can see, I was able to get the application just fine. I just have to get used to the fact that it's a number 14, which means there's more bristles on the brush, which is a fatter brush. But, I mean, it did the work just fine. I can't really complain. It's a good brush. And for less than $20, I think it's a good deal. Because the key to a good application is a good brush. And in order to get a good brush, it has to be Kolinsky. You're not going to get the same application with a synthetic brush ever. Like, you're going to see and feel the difference once you're working with a 100% Kolinsky brush than using a synthetic brush. It's a very big difference. So now I'm just going to seal the cuticle area and I'm done shaping. Excuse me. I hope that I'm answering all of your questions. I forgot where I put all my bits. Oh, the brush is kind of covering them. If you're new to shaping your nails and you're not, very skilled with the drill, I would definitely suggest getting safety drill bits. That way you don't cut yourself. This one in particular is a 5-in-1 and it is a safety drill bit. I'm just removing the excess acrylic so it looks a little bit more natural. I have my drill at 9,000 RPMs, but that's just this drill. If I was using the other drill, probably be less than that. And all of my drills are from Melody Susie. That's another thing I can say. Melody Susie has some really, really awesome drill drills, dust collectors, drill bits. That's a really good company when it comes to that. I remember my first drill that was not digital, so I really literally had to learn by burning myself all the time because obviously I couldn't see the speed of the drill because it didn't have the numbers. So I just go carefully over the surface of the nail. I'm not reading any questions at this very moment because I'm trying not to cut my cuticles. Because even with a safety bit, you can't cut yourself if you're not careful. The first thing you need to do is learn to balance your hand. As you can see, I have my pinky putting pressure on whatever nail it is that I'm shaping, and that is to keep my hand in, balanced. Which balance is literally key because even when you're using gel polishes, um, you should balance your hand so that um, you don't flood the cuticle with any gel. Hi, Nats. Hi, Smile. Hi, Laura. Hi, Sandra. Thank you so much for being here. Nats, what do you think? You want to go live with me next weekend? Let me know. DM me. so we can practice acrylic application live. I mean, if you're busy, I understand, no worries, but we'll put that on the back burner and then let me know when you're available and then we can do a live together. That'd be fun. I'm definitely this year looking forward to going live with different people. So I definitely want to go live with Nats. I definitely would love to go live with Sandra. Um, I definitely would love to go live. I'm gonna buff the nails right now. I would love to go live with all my girlies, like Alicia. I would love to go live with Nana Ange, Bramble. So let's just see what the ladies say. So what I'm doing is I'm just buffing the nails, removing any harsh marks from the drill. And I'm doing the same thing at the cuticle area. What do you mean 3D waves? What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, Crystal. Of course, I'll be going live with you too, babe. Hi, Dorina. Oh my God. Oh, I love you. Yes, it's the year to go live, Sandra. Get ready. I have no idea what you said, but hi. Yes, this is the year of going live, Sandra. So get ready because you are on my list. This is the year of going live and doing uncomfortable things. I can't wait to see what this set turns out to be because I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. But what would you guys like to see? Let me know right now in the chat. Like, what would you guys like to see? Like I said, I'm definitely gonna do 3D, so that's definitely there. Um, do you guys want me to do like a heart shape with the? Hold on, let me remove a little bit of the dust here. Woo! So you guys can see a little bit better. Um, what was I saying? Oh, a heart shape with the gel. Hopefully these nails will last me. The last set lasted me 2 days completely, and I worked those 2 days, so I was very excited. Okay, so I'm going to do the 3D flower on my ring finger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, let me clean the nails. That's what I was forgetting to do. I'm like, I know I'm forgetting something. Yes, I'm forgetting to clean the nails. Yes, I want to pop your cherry, Sandra. I want to be the first person you go live with. Yay! I'm excited already. I'm sure you I'm sure you haven't had that question asked before or in a long time, but I want to pop that cherry. Okay. Okay, so let me apply some top coat. I need to find a charm for this nail. When it comes to gel, is the gel application is just as important as the acrylic application. You want to be very careful. As you can see, I start down here and then I push the product towards the cuticle, and then I work my way around it, and then I pull down. That way I don't flood the cuticle area. And before I cure, I have to make sure that it's not touching my skin. That's also a way to preventing allergies. Okay, I think I did pretty good. I'm gonna cure that. Oh man, I needed to go live. I missed you guys so much. I'm very grateful you all are here. Um, so I don't know because I know I'm not very good doing Frenchies with gel. I know that's something that I definitely have to work on. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Oh, I missed you. You and your bling Frenchies, girl, that takes a very long time. That's too much work. we did we did a bling Frenchie together. Chill. Let's do something simple, something people are, definitely more committed on doing. So I was thinking, like I said, that nail is gonna be for the 3D flower. Should we do like a heart on the middle, like half a heart on the middle and half a heart on the pointer finger? Of course, I'm definitely gonna go around that heart with bling. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so we have that. So because I want a more even finish, I'm going to apply base coat. And that's also going to help me clean any mess. Let me actually grab a small dapping dish and put some alcohol in it, because we're not perfect. And let me find, I think this brush will do. Okay, let me put a little bit of base coat on these nails. This will level out the nails. I always love doing half hearts. They're pretty easy to do. Like once you get the first one, you get the second one just fine. And we're going to cure. Ooh, you're going out. Ah, thank you, ladies. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you guys very much. Yes, we're definitely going to use some bling on that heart. Um, and then I was thinking of doing maybe a Bengal nail on the pinky um and the thumb. I haven't opened my light blue box yet, so I can't use those. Right? I figured that would look really cool. I know, but I don't want to do that right now. I'll try to open it and then have it ready maybe for the next live, and we'll do one of those two colors. That box has, I think it was green and light blue, right? And I have the perfect green. That green that I made, I don't know if you remember that Jen likes so much. Those rhinestones will go perfect with that green acrylic that I made. Victor Rodriguez, thank you so much for being here. Girl, I got it because it was on sale. That's why I got it. Okay, so let's start with nail art. The forbidden word in this channel because I suck at it. Okay. So let's put some here. Trying to get it kind of roundish up here. And I definitely want to put a little bit more so that we can really see the sparkle. Don't worry, I'm going to clean this off. Okay, so let's say this is the top of the heart, like that, and then we'll clean it off. Like that. Okay. The thing is to get actually the other half. Okay, let's activate this beautiful cat eye. I'm literally not breathing. I'm just trying to clean this part right here a little bit more. Okay, I think that looks good, right? Let's cure this real quick. Now, the point here is to try to make the other half to look almost the same. That's going to be the tricky part here. Well, we got this. It's so pretty. I knew you guys were going to like it. I knew it. It's so pretty. I am telling you, that brand is really, really good. Right. Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know, we're being picky. We always have to complicate everything. Oh, thank you, Laura. You guys are awesome. But definitely the bling is going to make such a huge difference. That's why, you know what? Let me, um, since we're talking about it, I don't know if I want to do that light blue. I think I want to do that white. I love white opals, and I have these. I should actually be buying another pack. Not this one, because this one is a pink opal, but the second one is a white opal, and then this one is a blue. But I don't think that this blue will look good with that blue, if you know what I mean. You think I should do white and blue? A dark blue, right? Wouldn't that be too much blue? I don't know. That's really not too much blue. What am I talking about? By the way, blue is my favorite color. Yeah, there's never too much blue. White and blue. Okay, so I would have to take the I would have to take the blue. What did I do with the color? Oh, right here. Okay, so oh God, let's pray. Pray for me, y'all. Okay. If you notice that I don't say anything, I'm literally holding my breath, because that's what I do when I'm doing nail art, because I'm not very good at it. No, I went too far. That's okay. We'll clean that up. I'll add some more once it's completely clean. So, okay. I have to clean this. Okay. A little bit more there. Yeah, the bling will definitely make a difference. Let me clean this part right here. Hold on. I don't want to put too much alcohol. Okay. No! Oh, that blue really sticks to the brush. What do you guys think? You think it looks good or is it too big? And then this part, I know I have to bring this down a little bit further. Okay, let me go with one more layer, a thinner layer. Just so that I can have those metallic, um, let me clean my hand. So I have a little bit of gel there. And then let's bring that cut eye to life. Better? Okay, let's cure. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. Hi, Glory. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys very much. Just wait until we put these nails and we decorate them very beautifully. I can't wait. Oh my God, I'm excited. If you go back, if you decide to rewatch the live, I actually explained how I apply the acrylic in order to make the best out of the shape. Um, because sometimes when it comes to acrylic application and stilettos, a lot of people don't necessarily apply it properly. So, and then I also explained how I shape them, just so you know. I've always loved my stilettos to be very sharp. That's the point of having stiletto nails, to have them sharp. So, just saying. So I need to find a charm that I can put on that ring finger to kind of make it the center. Um, and I don't know what to use. Let me see if I find something. I have so many charms. Oh, I have blue charms. I forgot I had these. Is there something that I could put like in the middle? Hmm. What do you think about this? Is this a good charm? And we'll just do petals around it? I don't know. Let me see if I find something in a different color. Something that is good for like a center charm. Oh, this one will be good. But it has a pearl. I mean, we are going to use opal. I also have this one. Oops. And this one. Those are good center charms when it comes to 3D flowers. So what do you guys think? Which ones should I use? Number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Girl, just choose one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God. 1 is definitely winning. Okay. 1 it is. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you. We'll just do some petals around that. Okay. Let me put this away. So I'm going to grab my gel, which is this one. This one is from Double Rhythm, the same brand of the gel polish. And it is a very good gel, especially because it's a non-wipe. So I definitely recommend it. Move that out of the way. Whenever you're applying your charms, I think the best way to do it is if you put your hand in this direction, it'll be easier to tell if it's actually in the center. Okay. Thank you so much for everyone who's here, who is still here, and will finish the live being here. I appreciate you all very much. And so we decided we're gonna do the bangle on the pinky and the thumb. Is that what you guys want to see? Let me know. Because if that's the case, then I can just go right ahead and put top coat on them. Yeah, you want bangle on the point on the thumb and the pinky. Anyone else? Okay, let me just go ahead and apply top coat. So when I'm applying top coat, you guys, this is a very important step because you guys do not want to flood your cuticle with top coat. Go down here, place your brush right here, spread the brush, and then push up. And then go down. And then again, fan it out, push up, and then go down. Do that until you get the side walls and all of that without flooding your cuticles with whether it's a regular top coat or whether it's just a color gel polish. And a good tip also is just to put your pinky and put pressure, and that will help you have your hand, a steady hand. One more time. I'm going to place the brush right down here, and then I'm going to push up, right up against that cuticle. Again, down here, push up. And then the side walls. And then you can paint the rest of the nail. This will definitely prevent you from flooding your cuticles. I hope that tip was helpful. Okay, so let's do the 3D flower now. For the 3D flower, I'm going to pour some monomer. Like I said, everything comes into play when it comes to 3D flowers. The monomer that you're using, the acrylic that you're using, the brush that you're using. So I'm going to fill it up to like there. And that's really a lot. I don't really need that much. And then because I already worked with this acrylic before, I am going to add just a little bit of acetone to my monomer if I can get it open. It's kind of hard to work with one hand curing and then the other one trying to get everything. I did not put this entire thing in there. I just put a little bit. So I think you guys should play with the monomer and acetone ratio. This is the brush that I like to use. This is a number 4 brush, and it is a Kolinsky brush. And I like it because of the shape, because it's, as you can see, it's very pointy. Now the acrylic that I'm about to use does have some glitter in it and does have some flakies. So it's a little bit more challenging, but we can still work with it. We can still do it. Okay. Beautiful acrylic, as you can see. This was made by my bestie, Sugar Eclipse. Let me mix it up a little bit. Absolutely gorgeous acrylic. Okay, so first bead, I'm just going to place it right up here. And when you see me touching the bead, what I'm doing is releasing the rest of the monomer that is within the brush. I'm going to wait a few seconds. Usually I count until like 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to push towards the charm at a 45-degree angle down to make that petal wide. Then I'm going to turn my brush to the side, and with that very tip, I'm going to make that line and take it as far up as I can. And then I'm going to bring those two tips together. And you can, of course, make the petal wider if you guys want. Hi, Cordy. Again, I'm going to do the same thing down here. Pick up my bead. And I'm going to place it right here in the middle. And then I'm going to release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush onto that bead. I'm going to count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to push towards the charm down at a 45-degree angle. Then I'm going to turn my brush, and with the very tip, I'm going to make a line in the very middle of that petal all the way up. And then I'm going to bring those two tips together. And I can make this wider if I want to. See? Let's do some round ones. I'm going to place a bead right up here. Release the rest of the monomer. I could do multiple beads if I wanted to, but because I'm explaining this process to you guys, I'm not going to do that. So when do you know it's a good time to work with that bead? The bead is going to start to look a little bit matted. That's the perfect time. So that's why I usually give it like 5 seconds. And then I'm going to push down on it halfway to make it round and make it bigger. See? Now I'm going to grab another one. And I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to release the rest of the monomer onto this bead. And then I'm going to count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can even give it 6 seconds. It all depends again on the acrylic that you're using. Once it starts to look matted, like it's setting, then you go in at a 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone and press down, only using half of the brush, and make that round petal. See? And then I'm going to do the bottom ones. And place it. These beads are, well, this one in particular, it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to place it right there. I'm going to release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush. And I'm going to count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Towards the rhinestone, I'm going to push down, straight down at a 45-degree angle, only using half of the brush. And then I'm going to pick up another bead. And place it on this side. Release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush. Then I'm going to count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to do the same thing at a 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone, only using half of the brush. See? And then we're going to do one more petal here. We're going to place the bead right here. And we're going to release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush. We're going to count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 45-degree angle towards the rhinestone, flat down, only using half of the brush. And that will give you a perfectly round petal. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to place the bead right here. We're going to release the rest of the monomer that's within the brush by tapping it. You're going to clean your brush. Count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 45-degree angle, only using half of the brush. And there you have a perfectly round. And this is what it looks like. What do you guys think? Oh, this acrylic is beautiful. And I love working doing 3D flowers with it because once it fully dries, you really get to see like the shards in it, the glitter in it, everything. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm going to clean my brush. Whenever you're cleaning your brush, make sure that when you're done soaking it in the monomer, you're going to clean side, side, front and back, or front and back and then side to side. The point is that it has to be left at a point like that. And there's no acrylic within that brush. And trust me, it's going to last you a really long time. It's the same as the regular acrylic brushes, in my opinion. So let's do some bling, people. I'm going to use this bling gel. And I need to, let me put away some things because this area has like a lot of things in the way. And I don't like it because then I don't have space for the important stuff. What do you guys think of the flower? You like it? I freaking love it. I love doing 3D flowers all year round. So, yeah. I'm still practicing. I'm not where I want to be. I've been practicing for a while now, so I will continue to practice until I can finally say, okay, I'm exactly where I want to be. Let me find that bling box. This is the blue that you guys want. Or should I just do it opal? I think it's like too much blue. I don't know. I think opals will look better. Straight opal, in my opinion. Right? Yeah, opal definitely will be nicer than adding that. I mean, that blue is beautiful, but it's not gonna look the way I envision this set to be. So let's drop a few rhinestones here. And we're going to, oh, let me get some caviar beads. Oop. Oh, Lord. This is messy. Look at that. Okay, let me clean my hands. Okay. I don't want to go crazy and apply too much, because if you apply too much, then the rhinestones are just gonna be moving like everywhere, and I don't want that. Okay, let's get started. I like to start in the curve right here because I usually use the bigger ones for like this top right here. Come on. Oh my God, seriously? And then I use smaller ones for like the rest of the application. Come on. Please do excuse me if you see that I'm a little too quiet. I usually tend to concentrate way too much when I'm applying rhinestones. I cannot wait to show off these nails tomorrow at work. Oh, and another thing, when I did that last set, which was technically kind of like a bridal set, that I wore the nails for work, I did not lose not one rhinestone, not one caviar bead. I was actually expecting to lose like a caviar bead or two. I did not. I was actually very surprised. No, come on. And the application looks so much more beautiful with the caviar beads. It's quite impressive. I definitely need to buy another pack of these opals because I definitely love these white ones. I mean, I've used the other colors too, but there's something about this white. I don't know. No! I hope I have enough now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to place one more rhinestone and then I'm going to finish this application with the caviar beads. There. See? I think I should put 3 caviar beads up here. Okay, that's cure. Oh, I'm sorry. What I missed? I always read the messages late. Hopefully it's straight enough. Sorry. It's okay. Nothing is ever perfect. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for staying this entire time. I know I should. I'm very grateful though for each and every single one of you. I love you too. I know. But that application is quite tedious. So yeah, it's yeah. Actually, you know what? I will use that other blue that I showed you guys for the bangle nails, for the thumb and the pinky. We can do we can use some of these and then some of those and some other stuff. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah. I think yeah, I should have chains. I just don't know where I put them. Okay. Let's do the other nail. And the beauty about this gel is that it's non-wipe. So once I finish the application of the rhinestones, I don't have to go with top coat over it. And I love that. Okay. Let me try to, I don't know, move this in a better position where you guys can see a little bit better. So again, I'm going to start with the biggest rhinestone, which will be up here. And then again, the application with the two rhinestones. On each side. Then I'll choose a smaller size, but still looking kind of big. Same size. And then I'll go in with the smaller rhinestones. Oh, I am praying that I have enough for this application. Thank you, Sugar. That's if anybody is interested in becoming a member. You can take advantage of the classes that I have there. For example, the 3D flower classes and I have I think it's two, maybe three Bling classes in there as well, like rhinestone application. I did rhinestone application for long nails and also shorties. And those are just available only for members only. Okay. Alrighty. Once you start applying or adding caviar beads to your sets, it makes such a huge difference, you guys. It makes it look so much more elegant. Um, it's like you put more effort than what you really did, honestly. It is tedious work, but you know, when you have a vision and you really want to make it come true, you'll do anything. You won't even feel time passing by, actually. I love doing bling application. I love doing 3D flowers. That's like my thing. And a lot of times when I'm doing that, I'm like so quiet. It's not that I don't want to interact. It's that it really like it's hard to explain. It's kind of like I'm in, I don't know. I'm like in my elements per se. Doing nails, I love it, but the decorating part, that's my favorite part because that's when you really get to see your vision come to life. Come on. I have a little bit too much gel up here. That's why those rhinestones are moving more than the other ones. I think we might have just enough for this set, for the same size rhinestones. I have, I hope I'm not boring you with this application. If I am, I apologize. I can't wait to show these off at work tomorrow. Come on. One last rhinestone. And then we do, oops, they fell. 4 rhinestones up here. Let me push these rhinestones up a little bit before I cure them. Just making sure everything is where it's supposed to be. And then we cure. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone who is still here. I very much appreciate you all. Oh, no worries. Thank you, Mary Jane. You're a trooper. And I appreciate it very much. Yes, let's get to 30 likes, people. Come on, share some love. 3 more likes. Share it. If you have any social media, share it. And maybe more people can come in. Oh, yay. You're making press on nails the entire time. That's exciting. I love it when people work together with me, even though I don't know what they're doing. You can follow me on Instagram and tag me so I can see them. Okay, let's see how this looks. Look. Oh, it's so pretty. Yay. It's coming to life. Yay. Definitely coming to life. Okay, let's get some things out here. So that we can do bangle nails. Well, it wouldn't look good if I did silver chain since I'm already using gold. Because if you see, the heart has gold. And then the caviar beads are gold. So it's not going to look very good if I use... if I use silver. I need to get the thing to cut this with. Give me 1 second. Found it. Okay, let's get ready for these bangles. Let me see. Let me open this first. And for the bangles, I'm going to use this glue. Again, the double rhythm. 29 likes. 1 more like until we make it to 30. Okay, I think that looks pretty straight. I need my flashy so I can flash things into place. Let me grab a few of these. Let me start with the... Let me start with this. Mm-hmm. Hey, Mabel. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just flash carrying real quick. Oh, we made it to 31 likes. Thank you so much, everyone. And then we're going to put a little bit more down here. And I'm going to use this. Oops. Come on. Okay. And now we're going to place this on the nail. Thank you for joining, Cordy. I mean, Mabel. You too, Cordy. Okay, now let's do another line. Use blue for this line. And then a smaller rhinestone to finish on the side. Okay. I should actually be moving that actually out of the way so that you guys can see better. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm sure this is going to be much better for you guys to see. I'll deal with the mess later. Mm. Okay. I'm going to use these. Thank you, sugar. If you ever decide to recreate this set, please do tag me. I would love to see it. Okay, let's do more of the opal right down here. Let's do opal and blue together. And then I'll use these really tiny ones in the end right here. Okay. Okay. What else? Let's try that chain again, but with less. I'm gonna cut this one part out. I think I need 4. This is hard to cut, y'all. Okay. Now we got 4. I love it. Now I'm just going to do one last line here of blue because I feel like this nail needs a little bit of blue. And then we'll put a rhinestone here in the middle. And we end up with that. And then an opal right here. And we're done with that now. Yes, doing rhinestones definitely does take a while. Thank you, Ruth. Yes, I appreciate that very much. Oh, she was mentioning that you had put a comment up there where you gave me a great advice. So I appreciate that very much. I'll definitely work on that for sure. I know I need to put more time into my channel, like making videos and stuff, but oh, I wish I had the time. Like the reason I'm going live, for example, is because I really don't have time to edit videos. Oh my God, look! You guys! What do you guys think? Oh no, Ruth. You're actually speaking life into my life right now because that is one of my dreams. Trust me, that is one of my dreams. So thank you for that. You are definitely speaking life into. I'm going to take that as a sign. So thank you. Thank you very, very, very much for that. And I have not ever shared that with a soul. Well, actually, my bestie knows, but I have never said anything to anyone. But that is actually one of my dreams, to be able to do that. So I definitely take that as a sign of the universe and God as well, because I do believe in God. Okay, so let's put a rhinestone up here. And then this is a bigger nail, so I think this size should be good. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can see a little bit better. Wow, I am very, wow. Thank you, Ruth. You have no idea how much that means to me. Well, for the time being, I am going to recommend the bling boxes that I am currently using, like the blue and red that I had on this side, are from LGN Pro, which is the same brand. I absolutely love her products. Just visit lgnpro.com, and she has this bling gels are non-wipe. They're absolutely amazing. I love it. um Her rhinestone boxes are beautiful. She has a lot of them. She has a lot of products. She's kind of a gel based enthusiast. um and I've always loved her channel. Her name is Lisette Cruz, and she's amazing. I love, ever since she launched her stuff, I started purchasing, but then I started slowly not working with hard gel. I was only using hard gel on my natural nails, but her bling boxes, that's what I use all the time. I literally have like, I don't know, six, maybe seven boxes of hers, because that's how much I love her rhinestones. And compared to other companies, for example, a company that has bling boxes is Glitz Accessories and such, their boxes are very expensive. I'm talking within the $100, like over $100. And Lisette boxes are for like 50, 55. I think the most expensive one is up to $65. So that, in my opinion, is not a bad price. Hi, Lena. Yes, Lisette. Yep. What did I do? Okay, so we're going to use this one. I don't know how long of a thing I'm going to need. I'm just eyeballing here. But let's see. If I have too much, then I'll cut the end of it. But yes, I have used Lisette's products, and I've always recommend them on my channel. And if I find something that it's more affordable, then I'll let everybody know. But her quality of rhinestones, there's there's no better quality within that price range than her stuff. But that is literally a dream of mine, making that a future business. If it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't happen, then I still dreamed about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we're gonna do blue. Okay, where did I? Oh, they're right here. Okay. Trust me, I've done the research when it comes to bling, and there's not a lot of companies out there that are offering like bling boxes or good bling boxes. Let me just rephrase that, because there's like Young Nails have their crappy bling. Sorry to say it that way, but that's what I think. But good bling, it's very few. It's kind of saying sorry but not sorry, because I have to be honest with my audience. Let me take a few more of these out. This is actually my dream job. Just being here with you guys and doing nails. Unfortunately, life is a completely different thing. And so I have my regular job. I For those of you who do not know me and are just coming in and getting to know me today, I'm actually a pharmacy technician. I'm not a nail tech. And I work a lot. I'm literally a workaholic. I just enjoy coming up here and doing nails with you guys, show you my tips and tricks. What else did I do after that? Opal and blue. Okay. I offer, tips and tricks on how to do either bling application or acrylic application. Um, and just kind of decompress from life itself. Because we all know life be lifing. Oh, that is not in the center. Um, did I do? Okay. Um, so yeah, I come up here, practically every Sunday. I did have to take some time to myself, but I'm getting back into the rhythm of, um, coming back like every weekend. I'm gonna try to see if I can go live on Saturdays. I really wanted to go live yesterday, but like I was saying in the beginning, I decided to, take my kid to the mall, my daughter, and she wanted to go to the mall with her friend, and that's when I realized that I'm too old for that. Because by the time I was supposed to buy me some clothes yesterday, and by the time we were done, I didn't get anything for myself because I was concentrating on her. And by the time I was done, I didn't even get to buy me anything. But she had her fun. She enjoyed the day, and that's all I care about. Okay. So we're gonna do 4, I think. 4. Let's do 5 just because this is a thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me cut that here. Ooh. I guess we're gonna have to do 4. Don't. Okay. So yeah, today when I woke up, oof. When I tell you, besties, everything hurt. Woo, everything hurt. Okay, now we're gonna go with blue. Yes, can we get to 35 likes? That'd be awesome. We're almost done. Let's do some blue. Oh, it's actually one more rhinestone and we're done. Come on. Oh my God. I'm so sorry if you hurt my stomach growl. I haven't eaten anything today. Like, I've literally just been laying down trying to recuperate because I got to go to work tomorrow. And, taking my daughter shopping was more of an exercise rather than a pleasant experience. But she had fun. I didn't, but she did. Oh, God. So let me show you if you're still here. Look. This is what her bling boxes look like. And the rhinestone quality is very great quality. They look really beautiful on the nails. I'm going to clean my nails with some isopropyl alcohol so that you can see a little bit better what they look like. And I got to pick up this mess. I definitely want to buy some more of these opal. You can find them on Amazon. There's a pack of 4 that comes with like all 4 colors that I have, which is the opal white, the green, the pink, and the blue. So I need to get me some more of the white. Well, actually, I'll just buy more of all of them. Let me wipe the rhinestones so that you can see. And let me put some oil on this nails. Not the nails, my fingers. Thank you so much for everyone who was here from the beginning until the very end. I appreciate, oh my God, I just hit my phone. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you everyone for all your love and beautiful words. I appreciate you very much. But this is the finished look. This was the vision. I hope you guys enjoyed doing the 3D flower with me. And of course, the bangle nails, even though I know they're a little headache to work with because they're very tedious. We made it to 40 likes. Yay! So if you find this video helpful, please do share it. It'll help my channel a lot. Comment after the live is over. Leave me a comment. Hype if it gives you the option to hype the live. Definitely hype it because that way the algorithm will share it to more people and more people will get to have fun with me. Alrighty. So I'll see you guys next weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful week And I love you all. Thank you so much for being here today. Love you. Bye.